There are 100,000 different things you could be doing at this exact moment. Whatever you're doing right now, watching this video, maybe you're fucking eating a meal, whatever you're doing right now is a trade-off. Let me explain to you why it's so important to understand the meaning of a trade-off and why it will actually change your life and how you spend your time. So what do I actually mean by everything in life is a trade-off? Well, listen bro, it's like I'm walking around right now, I have to do my 10,000 steps. It's late, it's like 10 p.m. But I was doing some work just now. Didn't have time to do it earlier, but it's my non-negotiable, it's part of my routine. I have to do the steps, so I'm doing it. I could be asleep right now, I could be going to bed, which might be better. I might get a better night's sleep, I might do better in school, I might get better grades. But this is what I've chosen to do. This is the trade-off that I've decided to make, all right? And I have to be satisfied with it. I have to basically just decide that that's what I want to do, because that's what I have. I have decided that's what I want to do. But I can't just then tell myself and be like, oh, well, now I'm going to do worse in school because I don't get enough sleep, because this is what I've chosen to do. This is the trade-off that I've decided to make. It's the same thing with your physique. You always have to make the decision. You're going to have to make sacrifices. You're going to have to choose not to eat the cake today. And it might seem like a simple decision because okay, you don't eat cake, but you don't eat cake at the birthday party. You're a bit strange, it becomes kind of an awkward situation. You're not being as sociable with your family, your friends, whatever the event is. And it's because you don't want to eat the cake. And you don't want to eat the cake because obviously, it's going to mess up your physique. You care about looking good. You care about building the physique that you want, having visible abs. But to other people, they don't see that. And that's the trade-off there. Every single thing has a trade-off because we have a limited amount of time. We only have 24 hours every single day. You can't make more time. And there's 100,000 different things that you could be doing at this exact moment. But whatever you're doing right now, you're choosing to watch this video. That's a trade-off. You could be doing something else. You could be go at the gym right now. You could be eating a meal right now. You could be spending time with your dad, your mom right now. You're watching this video. That's a trade-off. Hopefully, you'll learn something from this so it's valuable. But the point is, every little decision you make, it's all a trade-off, and you have to make sure that the decisions you're making are actually going to be able to positively move your life. And because there's never one right answer, because to gain something, to move forward in one direction, whether that's your physique, self-improvement, business, another area of your life is going to have to suffer, your relationships, your friendships, because life is a trade-off, because we have a limited amount of time. Almost got hit by a car. The only thing that you can do is just make your decisions, make sure that they're actually aligned to the person you want to become. This is the best way to make your decisions. Figure out your vision. Who do you want to be? Where do you want your life to look like 5 years from now? Work backwards from there, right? You work backwards from there. What are the steps you have to take to actually build that life that you want? You want to have a 10 out of 10 physique? Well, you're going to have to start training. You're going to have to start watching your diet. These are already trade-offs, You're going to have to tell your mom, like, oh shit, well, I don't want to fucking eat this food anymore. I don't want to have to do this anymore. You're going to have to fit the gym into your routine, into your schedule. These are the trade-offs you're going to have to make. You're going to start missing events. You're going to start having to fucking go on walks like this in the middle of the night. It's a trade-off. But as long as you're aligned to your purpose and the person that you want to become, you're fine making those trade-offs. It's when you make a decision where it's like whether to stay up late and play games or, go to bed and get a good night's sleep. It's like, well, you're not choosing the decision that actually benefits you. You're sacrificing sleep so you can play games. That's a trade-off. That's the choice you make. But it's not progressing you, so you don't feel fulfilled by it. You don't feel satisfied by it. That's why you feel bad. All right? And this is the importance of trade-offs, and this is why you have to understand them and really know what decision you're making and why it's important to actually understand that, But yeah, definitely. I mean, in terms of decisions, you just have to make them, and it's important that you make them fast, and it's important that you make them aligned toward the person that you want to become. So set your vision, decide who you want to be, work backwards from there, decide what actions you're going to have to take, where you're going to prioritize, because we have a limited amount of time, 24 hours a day. As I already mentioned, you have to choose where to delegate your time to. You have to choose what areas of your life you actually want to put that time towards. Once you finally start doing that, that's when you'll get the progress that you want in your life. You have to understand you're going to be sacrificing stuff, to build the 10 out of 10 physique, to actually build your business, to actually progress in school. You're going to have to sacrifice other areas, but it's fine because everyone else is. All right, because to progress in any other area, you have to sacrifice other stuff. To progress in the areas that I have, I'll be honest, I've slacked on school. I haven't done as well as I could have, but that's a trade-off that I decided to make, and you have to decide which trade-offs you're going to. So decide right now, what areas of your life do you want to improve over the next 2 years? Set it down right now. Choose where you're going to prioritize, where you're not going to prioritize, where you're going to put your time towards, and then work towards those goals.